Plus, if brunch is part of your Father's Day plan, we've got a tasty twist on French toast that's definitely going to kick your dad's day off right. And it's a new twist on that PB&J just for dear old dad. We've got a mouth-watering recipe for the perfect Father's Day brunch. This one's a little different. Keeping with the Father's Day theme, JD's over in the kitchen. He's already chimed in.
I am.
At my request. He's got a fantastic recipe for Dad.
I do have a fantastic recipe for dads. I love that TV. Jesse, do you like that?
Great TV.
That's a good man cave. Jesse's a dad. I'm a dad. We totally approve of that. We are going to serve Dad breakfast in bed this year. This is a little note for all the kids, all the moms, all the wives out there. Breakfast in bed is a really good idea. We've got one of America's best young chefs here. This is Jesse Schenker of Recette in New York, and he's got the perfect recipe for us. What are we making today, Jesse?
All right, so growing up, I loved eating peanut butter and jelly.
I think every kid does.
Who doesn't, right? So basically what I came up with is a simple recipe that I think any father would love. I know I would love it if my son made it for me. It's basically a cross between a peanut butter and jelly and a French toast put together.
Oh, okay.
So basically we got some really good country bread, okay? And what we've done is we've sliced the two pieces of bread, which is really easy, and you can get your favorite jam, whether it's grape or you can get some artisanal flavored stuff if you're into strawberry or rhubarb. Or, you know, it's obviously seasonal around Father's Day. So really good peanut butter. I grew up eating Peter Pan, but I mean, people love Jiffy. If you like it crunchy, if you like to make it yourself, you could switch with almond butter. So basically, we spread it between two pieces of bread, the peanut butter jelly. So you have this big, thick piece of bread.
Now, when you say country bread, this is chunky bread here, right?
Yeah, I mean, but anything you want. I mean, I love Wonder Bread. I mean, it's kind of cliche.
So it can be anything.
It can be any bread you want. And then basically, we just took a couple of eggs, just like a traditional French toast.
A couple of eggs.
Right, so one egg here, two eggs. And
Look
then
at that, the confidence with which you crack eggs. That is not me. I'm like the guy that I got just two. Okay.
And then the filling. I mean, to make the batter, you can add sugar. You can add you can add Splenda if you want, if you're health conscious. Right here we have a mixture of a little fresh vanilla bean with some vanilla extract and some cream, and we'll add that in there.
Wow, that is delicious.
Yeah.
See, normally I'm just splashing in skim milk, but you're saying cream and a little bit of vanilla is going to make it a little heartier, a little richer?
Well, the cream is definitely going to make it richer. So, I mean, you want a really nice, thick French toast batter like you're used to getting at a diner. You know, it's really, like I said, it's one of those tricky dishes where you have a peanut butter and jelly, but it looks like a French toast, then you bite into it and you get the peanut butter oozes out, and it really hits the spot.
Okay.
So I think it's perfect for Father's Day.
That sounds gooey, ooey, yummy.
Yeah, so we'll just whisk the eggs in the cream. And then we have some sugar and some cinnamon here. So you can add as much as you want or as least as you want. I just, I would say like a teaspoon. It's really by eye. You don't have to add that much. The cinnamon, again, same. You don't have to add as much. So basically, this perfectly whisked. But now I did one ahead of time just so it's perfectly incorporated.
Okay. So how long am I going to end up whisking this to get to this?
I would say you want to do it for like 2 minutes, really strong.
To really get it fully mixed.
Yeah. So for Father's Day, work those muscles.
Yes, that's right. Besides which, we're letting Dad sleep in a little bit. So you've got the time.
So what you're left here is basically a perfect mixture. It's smooth. It's got the eggs in there, the cream.
And then we're going to lube it up. But before we do that, we're going to take a break. Stick around because when we come back, we're going to finish off this meal. We're going to get that bread in that pan and make peanut butter and jelly French toast. We'll be right back.
Hurry up, JD, because we're waiting.
I know, you're hungry over there, aren't you? Look at them, sharing the chair.
Here.
We're not having a baby shower, ladies.
And so do I.
All right, we're back in the kitchen with Chef Jesse Schenker, and we're making a kind of a kicked-up French toast. It is a peanut butter and jelly French toast for Father's Day. We made the batter before the break. What's next?
Yes, we got the batter perfectly good. So what I have is a nice hot cast iron pan. It's good to do in cast iron. You want to make sure you have plenty of cooking space so it doesn't splatter up, and you don't want to go, because again,
do we need to put any oil or butter or anything in?
We're definitely going to put a little bit of butter, but first we want to soak this good. So we'll put this in here, and you want to rotate it good. You want the batter to definitely work its way through the bread.
So you're not just coating the top. You want it to soak in a bit.
Yeah, so we can, let's pretend 10 minutes went by, it's perfectly soaked,
10 minutes, really?
Yeah, you let the bread soak it up, and you could cook it slow.
This is an investment. This says that you love Dad.
Well, this is good.
I like it.
Exactly. It's all about Dad. What would you do without Dad, right?
Right. You've got a little one at home, yeah?
Yeah, I got a little one, 15 months.
15 months old. So he probably should not be using the stove at this point, not just yet.
Definitely
just
not.
Checking.
But he does. He tries to get up there. So we got a little bit of whole butter. Now, again, you could substitute this with vegetable oil or even olive oil if you're really into...
I like that you're telling us all the healthy ways to do it while doing the most unhealthy way possible. You could use skim milk, but here's cream. You could use Splenda, but here's sugar.
Fat is flavor, but if you're health conscious, you can work it.
I love it.
So this has been soaked for 10 minutes, right? And we're
Let's
gonna
say
add
it has, yes.
So you want to wait till the butter's foaming. You don't want it to be melted, but you don't want it to be burnt, so just nice and foaming. And you should hear it almost like, you see how it's cooking around, almost like an omelet would?
I do,
the eggs are in there, so the custard is working, and it's cooking nicely.
Now, when you've got something that's this thick, obviously you want it to heat all the way through.
Right.
How do I make sure that I heat it all the way through?
Well, again, low and slow is a trick. Low and slow.
Low and
and
slow.
Also, if you like, I cut this really thick, so a couple minutes in the oven always works. Or what you can do is you can pre-make them. You could pre-mark them till they're golden brown. You could put them aside. Then you can go wake that up. Spend a couple minutes with them, pop them in the oven, they'll finish cooking, you're having coffee, orange juice, whatever, have some conversation, and then they're good to go. So basically, we could talk about the garnishes now.
Oh, please, yes.
Yeah, so basically this is...
We're going to let that low and slow over there.
Low and slow over there. So what we have right here is delicious maple syrup. Now you can't go wrong with maple syrup. At Recette, we do it with we serve it with an Earl Grey milk jam. So we basically take condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk, with Earl Grey tea and reduce it till it becomes very syrupy. Wow. So it's got a really nice, rich, earthy, very umami.
Yum. Umami.
And then fresh berries. So as it comes into the summer in June with Father's Day, the berries are great. You got raspberries, you got blueberries, strawberries. So this is basically the finished product right here.
Fantastic.
So it's very large, and you can see how the custard cooks through it. It almost soaks up the maple syrup, and the peanut butter jelly running through the middle, and the berries around, and it's really just...
And how much like an actual peanut butter and jelly is this going to taste like?
It's gonna blow your mind.
Really?
It looks like a French toast, and if you don't cut it, that's really good. It's a good special surprise. Don't cut it, leave it whole, and I got French toast. That's great. And then you cut into it, the jelly oozes out.
Is this ready to be flipped over just so we can see it?
Yes,
totally. Is it browned?
Totally. You can totally see right here.
Oh,
it starts to get brown there.
And then the egg starts to cook into it, and that's what's giving us sort of our nice yummy coating.
Exactly. The egg starts to cook, and slowly the jelly and the peanut butter are just melting together and sopping into the bread, and just ooey goodness. It's just the perfect Father's Day breakfast.
Thanks, Jesse, so much. Great
thanks
recipe.
For having me.
By the way, you can head to our website, bettertv.com. We'll put this recipe up there so you can make Dad something special on Father's Day. And don't forget, check out Recette. It is in the West Village in New York City. If you're here, it's a great place to grab a bite. We will be right back after I eat this. That's just so gooey.
After some to us. I'm rocking Carrie to sleep. She needs food.
You haven't moved. We've done 2 cooking segments, and you guys are still in the recliner.
Wonderful.
I'll tell you what, if you don't have a gift for your father on Father's Day, it's not our fault. Because we brought you like 6 segments of stuff you could do.
There's more than enough. You can get
flat screen TVs,
all the dads in the neighborhood.
TV stands, comfy recliners.
We did our
French
job.
toast.
French toast. This I gotta eat this.
We do what we can. Do you really?
This thing is humongous.
It's really
Look at
big.
This. I mean, I don't know if you can see on camera how big this thing is, but yeah, I'm clearly going over to the bad stuff. Anyway, thank you so much to the chef for making this for us today. Thanks for watching us today.
Yes.